Noligent here at Goats on the Roof in Pigeon Forge, Tennessee. The Goat Coaster.
Welcome to Noligent. Let the good times roll. If you find yourself in Pigeon Forge, Tennessee, you might just want to pay a visit to Goats on the Roof, as it's a very unique concept. Now, there are two locations in Pigeon Forge. One is just simply a gift shop and a strip mall, and it has baby goats, but if you want the full Goats on the Roof experience with the Goat Coaster, search for the Goat Coaster. I've also visited the original Goats on the Roof location in Tiger, Georgia, but they don't have a Goat Coaster, and this is my first visit to this location, and I'm excited to try out the Goat Coaster today. So we're going to explore this store and then do the coaster. So, as you might guess from a place with the name Goats on the Roof, this involves a lot of goats, and the goats need to be fed, so that's an activity here.
It's very hungry goats. Very, very hungry goats.
So the goats do have an extensive pathway that goes between the roofs of the different buildings here. So that is a pretty interesting thing that you can observe and see the fun they have traversing. Now, they do have this little bicycle where you can pedal and send food up to the goat at the top. Unfortunately, during my visit, it was out of order. So the poor goat could not get fed, but he was hungry and waiting. He thought we should be able to send him some food. You also have several opportunities for some group photo shots here, and then you can get some pictures with the goats as well as they go up and down the stairs frequently. This is also a gemstone mining operation, and this is right next to the lower goat pen area. I didn't see anybody doing it when I was there. They do have several signs cautioning you to only feed the goats the goat chow that you can buy from Goats on the Roof, so make sure you do that. And you will definitely need the goat chow if you want to get any attention from the goats. So if you want to pet the goat and have the goat up close, you're going to have to feed them the goat chow because they only respond to being fed. So that's how you're going to get their attention. And some of the goats, if they don't see that you're getting them any food, they will change location and they'll head upstairs in the hope that somebody will be sending food up on the little bicycle that doesn't work. So the goats are so used to being fed by the bicycle, they continually go upstairs to double check and make sure that there's no secret food being sent upstairs to them. So the goats do like to wander around to the different areas and look around and see if anybody's got the goat chow feeding them anywhere else, and then they come running. And pretty much the whole time I was here on this visit, there were goats constantly on that bridge right there. Now as we're heading on inside to check out the store, do notice they've got all their October decorations out, so they definitely decorated for the season. And they even have some Halloween decorations out that we're going to take a look at here in a bit. But this store, wow, as you walk inside, you just see they have an enormous amount of stuff inside of here. This place is a huge gift store. Wow, the one in Tiger, Georgia has a lot of stuff, but nothing is close to this. This is just packed full of stuff. They have food items, they have canned goods, Amish food items, they have Amish furniture, they have all sorts of items that you might need and didn't even know you needed. So there is a huge variety of things in here. So it's quite overwhelming with just the sheer amount of stuff that they have. They've got moonshine jelly, Amish preserves, different types of various Smoky Mountains treats and candies, and different snacks that you can find in here. And as we get towards the back, they do have a soft drink section there. And then they also offer some food items. Not as many actually as the Tiger, Georgia one. The Tiger, Georgia had a full restaurant where you could get hamburgers and other items. Here they have the fudge, which everywhere seems to have fudge in the Smoky Mountains, and it's all been good that I've tried. They also have some cookies and chocolates, and then they also have some free coffee and some popcorn here. And it's always good to have a place with free coffee. I might always have a slight addiction to the free coffee. it tastes better than the coffee you pay for often. And then they have some ice cream, so quite a little decent selection of flavors right here. And that seems to be the limit of their food items in this location. So unless they have some kind of other pop-up food location that I didn't find, as far as I can find on their website and in the store, that is all the food they have here. And they have some plates to add to your car. They have all sorts of bumper stickers. They have a huge collection of candles. They have all sorts of just random things for gifts in here, and a huge selection of stuffed animals. So definitely you should be able to find a gift to satisfy most people. They have purses, backpacks, flip-flops, all sorts of pullovers, and then t-shirts. So many t-shirts. It's overwhelming the amount of t-shirts that you have here. I actually found the t-shirt selection easier to find what I wanted in the Tiger, Georgia location, because they had fewer t-shirts and they were a little easier to find the Goats on the Roof t-shirts that I liked because they were sort of displayed in a better way. There's just so many here. You're overwhelmed and you can't even really see all the different options because it's just all over the place. There's hats thrown here in the middle of it. So it's just overwhelmed with too many things going on. Maybe they should do kind of just a separate Goats on the Roof shirt area with the different types of the Goats on the Roof shirts here maybe. They even have ties. So you can get all sorts of things here. Wow. Definitely some socks. More shoe pullover type footwear, and more t-shirts, and even more t-shirts, and even more t-shirts. It just never ends. They just have this crazy huge amount of t-shirts. This might be some of the largest selections of t-shirts that I've seen in any place. And then upstairs they were advertising they've got a sale going on some items. So I'm not quite sure what all we're going to see upstairs. So let's go check it out. So they have a lot of posters and other wall decorations here that you can shop through and look at. And of course, it looks like there's more t-shirts up there. Then they have a $5 or less table with some good sell items there. And it looks like we've got all manner of flags, prints, artwork, more t-shirts, different stuffed animals, some paintings, all manner of different gifts and items. So you maybe want to come up here first to do your shopping where things are on special and on sale before you spend too much money downstairs. It looks like they have a really fantastic selection of a whole lot of different items up here. So maybe shop here before you spend too much money downstairs, as they should have some special gift for just about anybody. And speaking of gifts, I would really appreciate it if you would give me the gift of hitting that thumbs up and clicking the subscribe button for me. I would really appreciate it. And comment below on the favorite thing that you've seen in this store so far. And now we're about to hit the Goat Coaster. So this is the end of it right here. And we're gonna need to walk right over here to get a ticket and go back to the beginning. So here we go with the coaster. The Goat Coaster adventure begins after we get our ticket. They do have a great military discount here, and without the discount, I believe it was around $15 to get a ticket, and then you had another ticket that you could ride a second time for $6. They do have their warning list there you can read on your own. You can also do another photo op through this if you want. And as we look around at how the Goat Coaster winds around, and then it comes down all the way through here, and this is where the carts all go back down in and where we begin. You can also notice some Halloween decorations as we come through here. So there's a giant pumpkin man. They also have a big dragon up here you're starting to see right there. Then there's a really scary looking werewolf right here. Ooh, I'm a little scared of that one. That looked too realistic. I turned my back on that guy. Gotta walk over here. So we go through the gate, we give the attendants up here our ticket, and then we get strapped in. And I'm gonna be filming part of this with my GoPro Hero 7 in the time warp feature, because this is a bit of a bumpy ride and the time warp will give us a little more stable view. So let's get started.
Yeah, mountain coaster. Goats on the roof, rocking and rolling. Here we go. Woohoo! Here we are going on the uphill climb. Oh look, my little bear buddy. What's he doing? Oh, this is getting a little crazy. Yeah, good job here. Woo, we're hauling out, yeah. I feel the need for speed. Woo, yippee-ki-yay, here we go, fun times. Woo, yeah, ha-ha. Woo! Hey look, we're over the highway. The ride's almost over, boo!
So when you get off the coaster, you're greeted by this great Halloween decoration that's a little scary. And then they have some more gifts in here. They've got a selection of t-shirts, of course, because you always need more t-shirts. So as we exit the goat coaster, that was a really fun time. I really enjoyed the ride. I certainly would do it again. And this goat coaster had no line. On the way here, I drove past another mountain coaster that had a huge crowd on a huge line waiting. There was absolutely no wait or line here. You can also do the gem mining here if you want to, and you can really have fun with the goats. Make sure to check out my video on the Goats on the Roof and Tiger Georgia video, and I'll put a link to that in the upper right hand corner with a circle with the eye in it, so make sure you check that out. And if you're in the Pigeon Forge area, make sure you ride the goat coaster here at Goats on the Roof. It was a great time.
Thanks for watching. I really appreciate it. And if you would just click on the little circle here with a picture of my head in there and subscribe to the NOLA Jet channel, it would really help me a lot. I really appreciate it. Thank you.